Welcome back. Previously we were discussing about the different definition with regard to probability, and there are three major definitions of probability, and we have briefly discussed the classical definition of probability. Let us discuss the case studies that comes under the same category. Next area, odds in favor and odds against. Odds in favor and odds against, it means very simple. Odds in favor means the chance, what are the chances of occurrence, or what are the chances of happening of an event, and odds against means the opposite of happening of an event. So with an example you will get a clear picture. So before we go into that, just understand the concept. According to what God is a mathematician, suppose a favorable number of cases for an event A is denoted by the sign M. Events can happen or may not happen likewise. So the favorable number of cases for an event A is represented as M. Unfavorable number of cases is represented as N. So we can say odds in favor of an event are M to N and odds against the event are N to M. So it can be represented with a simple example, that is probability of the event with regard to odds in favor or odds against, whatever the situation may be. The equation is M divided by M plus N. M is represented by favorable events and N is represented by unfavorable events. Which can be expressed with a simple meaningful example: favorable event divided by favorable event plus unfavorable event. The equation may we find it easy or interesting, but when it comes to an example case, it will be quite tricky. Don't worry, we will deal that. For example, a question is given: if odds in favor of Arun solving a problem are 2 to 3. In simple terms, we can mention it as 2 is to 3. And odds against Babu solving the same problem are 3 to 5. Again, we can consider it as 3 is to 5. Find the probability for Arun solving the problem and at the same time Babu solving the problem. So before we going into the question part of the case, you need to understand the concept. What is odds in favor and what is odds against? Odds in favor means what are the chances of occurrence that particular event. Odds against means what are the chances that that event will not happen or the opposite of that situation will happen. That is the meaning of odds against. So we have learned that equation is M divided by M plus N. M is favorable and N is unfavorable. The equation is also easy. The thing is that when you come across a question like this, you may find it difficult. Which one is M? Which one is N? How I am going to substitute these values in the equation? Though equations are easy, but it is very difficult to substitute the same in the equation. But don't worry, it's very easy. First of all, when you come across a question like this, whatever the odds in favor or odds against, whatever may be, first of all, the given values, that is 2 is to 3 and 3 is to 5. I hope you all know the concept of partnership problems you have learned in case of admission. In that case, you used to learn the ratio of partners. It will be 2 is to 3, 3 is to 5, 5 is to 6. Usually you come across a situation where 2 is to 3. So during the problem, that ratio is represented as 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. I hope you remember that. So the thing is, it's very easy, and that principle is followed in this case also. So whenever you come across a question where odds in favor of solving a problem, that is direct. That is odds in favor of solving a problem. That is very direct. It's very easy. 2 is to 3. That is 2 by 5. That is 2 divided by 2 plus 5. If you are substituting the same in the equation, 2 by 5. Because in the question it was asked what is the probability that Arun solving the problem, and the question it is said that odds in favor of Arun solving the problem. So everything is positive. So Arun's probability of solving is 2 divided by 2 plus 3, that is 2 by 5. But when it comes to Babu, it's very tricky. Because in the question it is said that Babu solving the problem is odds against, that is odds against is 3 to 5. And if you go to the question you can see that in the question it is asked what is the probability that Babu solved the problem. See, it is entirely different. The question it is said that odds against, and the question you are asked to find what is the probability of getting or solving the problem by Babu. So it's entirely different when it is come to Arun. In that case, you need to follow the same principle. What is the ratio here given? 3 to 5. So do like this. 3 divided by 3 plus 5, you will get 3 by 8. Wait. The question it is that Babu solving the problem are 3 to 5. So you have expressed the same within a fraction, that is 3 by 8. 3 by 8 represents the Babu solving, that is odds against Babu solving. Odds against means chances that Babu will not solve the problem is 3 by 8. In the question you are asked to find what is the probability of Babu solving the problem. So you have to find the opposite. So remember, in case of probability, if you are having a fraction with regard to one thing, but at the same time you need to express or find out the value with regard to the opposite sense. That is the meaning. Because you have got the ratio with regard to odd seconds, that is 3 by 8. Just the method which we have followed in this case also, 3 by 8. So the probability that Babu solved the problem, here 3 by 8 is odds against, that is chance of not solving. So out of 8, 3 means not solving. So what is the meaning of chances of solving? The remaining will be the chances of solving. So the remaining can be found out by simple method. See, we have found probability of not solving is 3 by 8. So out of 8, 3 means 3 chances of not solving the problem is 3. So what is the chances of solving the problem? Out of 8, it will be 5 by 8. It's very simple. Whenever you come across a situation in probability like this, you have got a fraction regarding one thing, but in the question you are asked to find the opposite. Just do like this, 1 minus whatever fraction you have got. So probability of not solving is 3 by 8. You have got the answer, but in the question you are asked to find what is the probability of solving. So it's very easy. Whenever you are asked the opposite, just do like this, 1 minus whatever probability you are having, then you will get the opposite of whatever the thing which are asked in the question. So that is the concept with regard to odds in favor and odds against. You may find it quite tricky, but it's very easy. Just go through this case and try to identify the cases in the text. If that is not enough, try to go through the examples in the internet. The thing is that it's very easy question, so we can't go further into that part. So try to identify different cases from the other sources. If you have any queries, please let me know. Next one, a simple question. A dice is thrown. Find the probability of getting. All the answers will be given. Probability of getting 4. What is the probability of getting 4? How many 4s are there in a dice? There is only 1 4. How many numbers are there in a dice? 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those chances of total number of chances is 6. After which chance of occurring 4 is only 1 time. So probability of getting 4 is 1 by 6. Next one, what is the probability of getting 3 or 5? This one is a third question. We will discuss the second and fourth one. Third question is, what is the probability of getting 3 or 5? We know that in a die there is 3 and 5. So chances of occurrence of 3 and 5 is 2. Because you might get 3 or you might get 5. So chances are these two, any one of the event can happen. So probability of getting these two events is 2 divided by 6. That is the concept. It's a very simple question. For the time being, we are just discussing. Next one. What is the probability of getting a even number from a dice? See, in a die, there are 6 sides, and I hope you all know what is the meaning of even number, what are the even numbers in a dice. So the answer is 3 by 6. If you have any doubt with regarding to that, please contact me. Next one, and finally, what is the probability of getting a number less than 4? Remember, even though it is simple question, you have to be very careful. Less than 4 means numbers less than 4 only. Don't take the number 4. So less than 4 means what? 1, 2 and 3. So there are 3 numbers. So probability of getting a number less than 4 is 3 by 6. I hope you are familiarizing the concepts and terms which we have been discussing. Let us go to the next area. If you have any queries, please let me know. Next one. Some results with regard to combination. Actually, in this area we will be discussing some examples and problems with regard to that. Such results regarding the combination will be in future sessions, will be discussed. So, here there are some of the examples with regard to combination. In a probability, remember, we will be discussing about the cases using combination equation. I hope you all know the concept of combination. We have learned the 2 areas under factorial notation, that is permutation and combination. Probability, in which we will be dealing with combination situations and cases, and the combination equation is NCR. And whenever you come across a questions or probability cases, the usage of NCR is almost similar, but some minor changes. See an example. If a bag contains 6 white and 4 black balls, what is the probability of drawing a white ball? So you may think that the answer is total balls is 10. So there are white balls, 6 white balls, so 6 by 10. Your answer and assumption is correct. But when it is come with the concept of combination part, that is the combination rule, it has to be represented in the combination pattern method. So the drawing a white ball from a bag containing white and black balls is NCR divided by NCR. That is the actual equation. So how we are going to fill that? We all know that N means number of items, and here in this equation there will be 2 NCR, one in the numerator side and other in the denominator side. So NCR in the numerator, where N represents whatever the event which you are going to study, and the total events that can occur with regard to that particular event under the study. Here drawing a white ball is, see how many white balls are there? 6 white balls. So NCR means, N means total number of white balls, that is 6. So 6C, and R means how many balls are taken at a time. Here you are asked to find the probability of drawing a white ball, that is 1 white ball. So you will write 6C1. So numerator is over. Next one, denominator. And previously I have mentioned that probably if it was a simple case of probability, you would have been written 6 by 10. The same concept is also followed here. In the denominator also same equation, NCR, where N represents total number of events, that is total sample space with regard to that particular bag. See, there are 6 white, 4 black balls, so total sample space is 10. So it will be 10C. Remember, R represents the probability of drawing whatever the thing which we are under study. Here we are studying only the probability with regard to 1 ball. So here R will be the same. So if you go to the further example, you can see that all the R are the same. The only difference that comes when there is combination of more than one items. We will come to that part. Next one, probability of drawing two white balls. Same case, 6C, the thing is that the only difference is R is 2 because here we are drawing two white balls. So the R will be 2. Again in the denominator it will be 10C, R means 2. I hope everyone is following the concept. Next one, probability of drawing 3 white balls. Again 6C3, 10C3. And next one, probability of drawing 4 white balls. That is 6C4, 10C4. Next one, this one is quite tricky. Be cautious. Probability of drawing 2 white and 2 black balls. So here you are undergoing a study where two different events are happening, and at the same time it has to be represented in a combination pattern also. So whenever you come across such situation, you need to write down the combination equations for these two separate events. That is NCR for drawing a white ball situation and another NCR for drawing a black ball situation also. So with regard to drawing two white balls, how many white balls are there in the back? Total 6. So N will be the total number of items, 6. C, R represents how many balls that are taken that time, at that particular moment. 2 white balls are taken. So R will be 2 into, next one, 2 black balls. Probability of drawing 2 black balls. Again, how many black balls? 4. So N will be total number of that particular item, 4. How many balls are taken at that particular moment? 2. So it will be 4C2. Remember, in the denominator, it's very simple. Just add the concerned numbers that are located in their distinctive position. See, N in both items are added together, that is 6 plus 4, you got 10. And in the denominator, R's are there, 2 and 2. If you add these two numbers, you will get the total value of 2. See, this is how you need to find the denominator value with regard to probability of a combination when two different events are happening in a particular case. If you go to the next example, see, you can see that next one is 1 and 3. The only difference is in the case of R. See, denominator 1 plus 3, 4. Again another one, 3 and 1, it will be 3 and 1, that is 3 plus 1, 4. I hope you are getting the concept. We will be dealing some of the examples with regard to the same category. In the next sessions.